Hey, DOT community. This is another episode of the DOT Aftershow with Bo and Zalon. But I have a special guest this week due to Bo being very busy. I have Souljiah, one of the other NTG YouTubers that also does a lot for the DOT community. How we doing today, Souljiah?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. How about yourself?
I am doing excellent. Thank you for joining me today. I truly appreciate it and helping me
Hey,
do.
thank you for having me.
Oh, yes. Awesome. Awesome for doing the DOT after show. So, of course, we are still in this current event, the Mast and Flame, and I haven't gotten too much farther than I did on my stream yesterday, but I will do a little bit of grinding here in the background while we talk about today's dev live stream.
Nice.
Yeah. How far did you get so far, actually,
I,
Soldier?
I'm currently at 6,000. My goal is to finish the event before the Super Bowl. So I'm going to pretty much either one get some relics today and tomorrow, or
Mm-hmm.
basically grind out for the next 2 days. But I am trying to finish before Sunday because I'm really interested in watching the Super Bowl this weekend.
All right, excellent, excellent. Well, there might be actually a bunch of people grinding and watching the Super Bowl. We don't know.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It could be the case. It could be the case. Also, too, so this week Dom was back. He said he went to Egypt. I kind of thought,
Nice.
looking at the current Titan that we have, I'm like, man, going to Egypt, and I was like, I feel like some of the Unak Titans have a little bit of background when it comes down to like Egyptian or some sort of just some of the way they the dress and everything else. Also could be taken from Middle Eastern as well, but still,
Exactly.
I just find the masks and the everything else, and it's I just some of the stuff that we found in Egypt is very similar as well. So I just think that's pretty neat.
Yeah,
But
it was cool.
yeah, get some experience while you're out and about in the world. Because yeah, we did see. I don't have it actually here, but I am going to jump out of the game right now because I do want to talk about Ilzar. I currently, of course, did not finish the event like I was just saying, so I do have up here Ilzar's skills as discussed yesterday in the live opening of the last of this event. We have here Grenadier's armor. So Grenadier's first skill, Goliath's second skill, Grenadier's third skill, Goliath's fourth skill, and then Spearman for fifth skill. What do you think about that, Soldier?
Um, I really like the Grenadier part of it. Now, I'll be honest with you, the Spearman kind of caught me off guard.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like that it's an X characters, which gives them the X abilities. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, just that last skill kind of caught me off guard because I don't know too many people who use a combination of Grenadiers, Goliaths with the Spearmen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think overall the Titan is an amazing Titan to have. I want to add him to my collection, so
Mm-hmm.
he's one I must definitely go out of.
All right, cool, cool. So with that said, I was gonna say we have this Ilzar event right now, but and the with so Dom did show some artwork with that as well. I don't actually have that right here, but the artwork was a whole bunch of photos that were taken from different parts of the world, and they were adding using that as to be able to create Ilzar's character design. So I thought that was pretty neat. Um,
Yeah, it was cool.
yeah, most definitely. We did have a Drawn of Titans from Gaming Jaeger, who does the special, like their images. I think he does with a pen on his iPad. But he draws out the Titans a little bit at a time. So when you play the clip, the Titan is drawn piece by piece, which I think is pretty a neat idea. So Gaming Jaeger drew out Grolgar and Drawn of Titans, which I thought was pretty neat for this week.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love it when he actually submit artwork because you don't see too many people do it like he does it. Everybody uses a hand and they you see the finished product, but you see him just recording the whole thing. It's pretty cool like that.
Yeah, I do. I like that. I like that a lot. So in the beginning of the stream here, I thought it was pretty interesting. The Quiff came out and actually stated all the events that are coming out here in the very next week. So here I wanted to state before we get into the big meat of this dev live stream, which is a very cool new feature that we're going to talk about here shortly. I wanted to talk about the event schedule that's coming up here. So this next Monday, following this current event, because it only has 3 days and 8 hours left currently in this Mast and Flame event, we're looking at a special spellcrafting event on Monday for 24 hours, just a 1 day event. It's probably not going to be exactly 24 hours, but we say that as in like, you'll see it. You will be awake for it, but it will be a 1 day event. And then, of course, on Tuesday, there's going to be a special altar event with classic favorites in it. I think that's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday. And then Thursday, we have an individual leaderboard where Ilzar is going to be used as the only, I believe, the only buffing Titan for a new event that's coming out next week. So, what do you think about that? Releasing all that pretty early like that, Souljiah, and letting everybody know.
Honestly, I love it. I love them letting us know what the week looks like because it gives us the opportunity to prepare for it.
Yeah.
And they're telling us it's an individual event. That's going to come up on Thursday. I mean, I was really happy to hear that because you really don't hear it too many times in this particular game that the actual schedule for the week. But every single thing they talked about was stuff I want to participate with. So it was really cool to hear them talk about the calendar.
Yes, exactly, and I hope that continues. I really do. When it comes down to actually seeing the events, and knowing ahead of time, it is going to be extremely helpful. I'm going to jump out now, and I'm going to go to the beginning of what we saw in the teaser for the new feature known as the Pamtheon. So, here was the first shot. First shot was kind of, pulled back so you could see the city view and exactly where the Pamtheon is going to be located. So in the middle island, right behind your Titan Hall, is going to be this Pamtheon. It even has these little leading up archways leading from the Titan Hall. It looks like there's people even walking between there, too, leading up to this Pamtheon. Now, of course, the first thing everybody wanted to know is it a PvP arena? But no, of course not. This is going to be an area where we see. I went to the next one here, so we have all the Titan view here. So we're going to be able to see all your Titans, as long as you have one of that Titan, show up here in the Pamtheon as a collection item. So what do you think now? Is it the time of the collector now, Souljiah?
It is the time of the collector. I am a collector. If everyone watched my streams or watched my video, they know I participate in every event, and I'm excited to have this right here as an element of the game because I would love to be able just to go in one spot, see all the Titans that I have, show all the Titans that I have off on my YouTube channel, and just basically just go in there anytime I want to and just check them out.
Yeah. Now the interesting thing is, the collections that are going to be in part of this, and we'll get to it. Actually, well, I want to show another shot here where they show the 4-star Titan Snowgore compared to the 2-star and looks like a whole bunch of 2-star Titans. I thought that was pretty interesting. So the size of some of the Titans are going to make a difference in where they are in the Pamtheon. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So I mean, some of any of the bigger Titans. That does not mean that a 3-star can't be fitting in the smaller spot. I don't think. I think some of the 3-stars will be in some of those smaller spots because of their size already. As long as they're the same size as the other 2-stars and 1-stars, I believe that'll be the case. So any larger Titans are the ones that are actually going to have their own spots. So that's what I think. So we'll see. That might all change. Everything you see here, like they said on the live stream, is subject to change. So I do want to make sure I put that out there. So we'll see exactly how this all comes out. And then here's the next one. We have all of these. Now it looks like a bunch of 3-stars. Here we have. I see Now I can't tell who's on the very, very end. I think that might be not Thond. 3-star Ragnar Paladin. And then we have Sardu, Durat, Cormac, Tyrius, and it looks like on the end maybe not Avalos, but the other Elethan Guardian. Just off the top of my head, I just don't know them because I can't. I just don't remember. But they have here on this with all these 3-stars, they have this relic. Now we were told these relics that are going to be given out in this arena this collections There will be some of these difficult collections, apparently, and these special unique relics, you won't be able to find them anywhere else in the game. I think that's pretty awesome. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So, I mean, and the collections aren't timed. I thought that was pretty cool, too, as well. So, um, and there's going to, yeah, it's always going to be 6 Titans in each one that are going to make up each collection. So, and as new Titans come out, they will add them to new collections that they will create. Also, there is, now this is a 1-star collection with Dralic, Kobar, Argax, Aldwin, everybody's favorite, was it, the 1-star, Elithan Berserker. Kairos. Yeah, he's there at the very end. But anyway, so these 6 Titans are all making up this 2-star Athica gold statue. Now, I'm wondering if that is actually you're going to receive a 2-star Titan, or if you just because that gold statue represents that you got it or achieved it. So I would assume that would be the case. So after you receive the Titan as the reward, the statue stays there in its place. So of course. The question was asked if there's not going to be any 5-star relics in the Pantheon. They're waiting to release that in the next Throne Wars, and this is really close to being done. So it will be coming out fairly soon. No specific dates yet, but fairly soon. Special.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, exactly right. And then special warning when you are fusing a Titan from a collection, which I like that as well, because similar to when you're fusing a 3 or 4-star relic or 3 or 4-star Titan. So, but that's pretty much what we have for the Pantheon. So I'm going to jump back into game, and we're going to discuss some of the other topics that also came up during the dev live stream. So you want to take it away there, Souljiah?
Yeah, I think the biggest question everybody's asking is about the Lightning Titans. You know, they brought it up again. They said, hey, you know, it may be coming down the road soon, but I know me for a fact, and a lot of us gamers, we are all excited, and we want to see what it looks like.
Exactly. It's going to be exciting when it happens, but of course, I think everybody, you know, hopes it's just always going to be the next week, but it's coming. It's coming, but it's you know, there will be going to be still some time to wait until that actually happens. But
yeah, and then I like the fact that they was talking about possibly new relics coming.
Oh yes, okay, yes, most definitely. There was the possibility of more relics coming, similar to the Doomfire relic, because I know when they came out with that, obviously it had to deal with meteor strikes. But
yeah, and I have the Doomfire on my second account. I don't have it on my primary account, but I do have it on my second account. I wish I would have actually grinded out on my first account and actually got it on my main account also, because man, I love that thing.
Really? Okay, cool. I haven't talked to too many people that had it, so it's very interesting to hear from somebody that actually has the relic.
Yeah, I love it. I go into a battle and I'm always dropping that meteor shower. Boom.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah, because it's a free one every battle, so I don't see why not.
Exactly.
I don't see why not. All right, well, I'm going to have a quick battle here between Souljiah and Sardu. So anything else that we also heard about on the live stream as well?
Other things about, just the relic forging. I do like that they actually brought that up. We was running into situations where I know in our alliance and our chats and band, people was talking about, they done spent so many relics trying to forge up a relic. It was good to hear that they actually brought that topic up on stream and said that they was working on it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And the other thing that I love about the stream was the gem confirmation. We have lost a lot of people in the game because of them accidentally hitting the gems and it just taking the gems away. I think having that confirmation is going to be an amazing aspect to the game also, because people been fighting for it for a while, and just for them to have it this time around or have it come in, it's going to be amazing. Yeah,
I agree. Definitely, because there's been plenty. I haven't had any major incidents myself, knock on wood, that would be the case in the future. But I wouldn't want any of that to happen to anybody. So, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, overall, I think those were the main things that actually stood out for me. But it was a great stream. I really enjoyed it.
yeah. Also, too, I was gonna say we also had they talked about the Ask Corey, and they said that there was a bunch of stuff that they were going to do about. Well, they already did the interview for Corey, and they just they're waiting to release it. So it's going to be interesting to hear what the questions the community asks, to hear what Corey has to say, being that he is one of the top developers for the game, who makes a lot of very critical decisions on which way the game should be going. So
I think it's cool because another game that I play, they have it like a little ass such and such in the game, and I think they drop a video like probably once a month.
yeah.
So it'll be cool to hear directly from the developer's mouth, answering some of the questions that some of us gamers have.
Yeah, exactly. Also, too, looking at since they're still looking at the relic forging, like we were saying earlier, the new relics from the Pantheon will show all 3 skills to start, and I think that has to do with a lot of these newer relics showing all the skills completely, and not letting it be hidden anymore. So, just like how Titan skills are all shown immediately, I believe all new relics, starting fairly soon, or at least all the new relics that they've been coming out with. They've been showing all the statistics, which is all the skills, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's awesome also because now we have the opportunity to, decide on if this is a relic we want to actually spend time, spend food, and try to level up, opposed to, just leveling up, and then hoping for the right skills that we want, and then wasting a lot of time trying to do that. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So, other than that, I think that's pretty much everything that I was going to talk about. We are looking very much forward to this next week coming up. And also, too, I hope everyone in this current Mast and Flame event is getting what they're hoping to get out of it. So either going all the way for Ilzar, or, grabbing tokens, or maybe getting up to a certain point. Besides, tokens and Ilzar, I guess you could, if you just wanted the relics like the Fire Ruby, I can understand that, because Fire Ruby is really good 4-star Fire Relic, too, at 11,000, so, good luck. Besides from that, anything else you wanted to add there, Soldier?
I guess the last thing, what did Grey Worm bring up?
Grey Worm brought up a great idea to judge the dev battles by using the amount of gems needed to heal the troops after battle, which I thought was brilliant. And actually,
yeah,
I didn't.
It is brilliant.
Yeah, and I thought that was, because I don't know why no one has thought that and bring up that idea to begin with, because they've been always judging it based on who lost how many troops. And actually, thank you for bringing that up, because before we end here, Dom did win this week in the battles.
Yeah, Dom won.
Yeah, he's my man. Dom is the one that I always go for the art department, if everybody always remembers. So
hey, I actually went for Matt, so I was hoping Matt won, but I think he only had 2 troops still alive. So, hey, I still follow Matt. Matt is a good guy.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Well, I'm going to pretty much wrap this up for this week's the DOT After Show. So, thank you for coming on again, Souljiah. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, my pleasure.
I am going to be doing a live stream tonight, actually, not too long from now, after this video releases. Souljiah, I know you are going to be streaming tomorrow?
Yes, I will be streaming Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Thursday, Dawn of Titans, beginning at 10:30 in the morning. I usually do like an hour and a half stream. But so far, man, the streams have been really cool. Everybody come over and they hang out. I actually stream in Facebook also, which hasn't been done that much except for by the game itself. But I have been streaming in the Facebook group too, and some of those guys that actually came over and joined the stream too. So it's been pretty amazing.
Awesome. Well, I'm always happy to hear DOT content being well received and getting as many people involved as possible, because it's the best part of the game. So, all right. Well, DOT community, that's going to wrap everything up. So, for the non-toxic gamers, I am Zalon.
I am Souljiah.
All right, and we're signing off.